Hi, this is Ron Nutter and welcome to another edition of TechBytes with Ron Nutter product reviews. Today we're looking at the Vastarry 180 watt DC electronic load tester. Boy, isn't that a mouthful. And 3 things you need to know. If you get value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I'd really appreciate it. This is a device that I'd seen other people use, but I kind of went, well, wouldn't a resistor across the terminals and a voltmeter do just as well? No, this is a little bit different device. And it's well worth taking a look at. This is not something you're just going to pull out of the box and throw it in. You're going to need to do some reading. And I'm getting ready to explain to you why. Thing number 1, this has 4 different operating modes. We have CC, which stands for constant current, CV, which stands for constant voltage, CW for constant power, and CR for constant resistance. I hope somebody got a good site license for the letter C. This should help you with an early warning of a problem, or at least verify that the battery isn't the problem. And sometimes you have to go through a process of elimination to find this. What you will want to do, A, get the manual for this device. You're going to have to download it. But look through the different tests. Get a good understanding of what they offer you. From my reading, and please verify what I'm saying because I might have misread something, CC and CV are the 2 most common that seem to be in use. But again, do your own research, and this is something that will, I think, work very well for you. Thing number 2. This has got a 2.4 inch high definition large color screen, and large at 2.4 inches, a relative term, that gives you as much info as possible to understand the current battery status and how the test is going and how long it may need to have to run. You'll see more as you get into this. Thing number 3, and you've already heard me say this several times, review the manual before doing any testing. This is something that you can't just jump in and do it. I mean, you're going to need to do some trial runs and kind of get your feet wet. I would encourage you so far as to get another USB battery. And if something happens, okay, worst case, if you damage the battery, you haven't put a whole lot into it. But before I would put one of my production batteries in, just to be on the safe side. I don't think there's any way I can think of right now that you could damage a battery, but I'm just trying to be on the cautious side, something that has served me well over the years. You're going to want to do additional research as to what each test type is going to do so that when you're selecting the test, you will make sure you're using the right test for the right reason. There's also a smartphone app for this. Again, you'll find the link for it. This will give you a little easier way to deal with the device than going through all the little switches that are on the circuit board. Maybe you'll even get it to store some profiles, but that's something that I haven't looked at yet because I'm still going through the process of understanding which test was going to work for what situation. Don't know if I'm going to write a book on it, but this is something, just goes back to making sure that you have the right test for the right reason select. Thing number 4, and this is a bonus. You're going to hear me repeat some of the stuff, but sometimes you have to hear something said 2 or 3 times before it necessarily will come up as a trigger. Go get a USB power bank. And it doesn't have to be a fancy one, it doesn't have to be a big one, just something that you could use as a USB power bank. If something goes wrong, worst case, you've damaged the battery. If that's even possible, just err on the side of caution. Since they don't really include a box, there's a plastic clamshell that comes as part of this. I would keep that and the box it's shipped to you in just as a safe place to store it, because that way you'll have all the different pieces and parts together and one less thing to worry about it. So take a look at this one and think about getting one today. It's something that it's going to be a handier test tool than either of us might realize at this point. If you get value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.